Yeah, Chris, go ahead.
President Hanbury, first of all, thank you for having this town hall and giving students the opportunity to, come engage with you. One thing that undergraduate student government was working with last semester, or one of the major issues that students were coming to us with, was the wireless connectivity on campus. I'm well aware of, and I know some people are aware of the extreme efforts by by OIT and by yourself, and I know you were directly involved in the process of fixing that. And I know if you live in the dorms, you can already see some of these repairs being made. But maybe you could just elaborate on that a little bit, because I know that's a big issue for a lot of students.
Thank you. We really were proud when we went wireless here that the entire campus was wireless. And that was about 10 years ago. Well, do you know, the other day I picked up the paper and it said, the iPhone is 6 years old. Can you believe that? Now, here we were so proud that we had wireless 10 years ago. The wireless was what we thought then the answer to all answers. Microsoft laptop computer. Nobody thought that Apple would ever do anything. As a matter of fact, Apple was about ready to go out of business. Nobody would have bought their stock. It was somewhere around $38 and going down. Well, today, does anybody know the price of Apple stock? Yeah, 500 and some, and some people are buying it thinking it's going to go over 1,000. And it's transformed everything, even the way we do teaching at the university. How many of you have one wireless device? How many of you have two wireless devices? How many of you have three wireless devices? How many have four? Does anybody have more than four? Well, see, there you go. Now, what happens is we built the wireless for a laptop computer, one of every student, every faculty member, and every staff. Not for everybody to have 5 times that, because how many wireless devices can you operate at one time? Now, I know many of you are multitasking people. That's what the trouble. For every one of these wireless devices, you need bandwidth. So we've had to improve the bandwidth. Now, Tom West is here. Tom, how much bandwidth have we increased and are we planning on increasing? Tom is, the Vice President of Information Technology.
Thank you, Dr. Hanbury. Actually, we're doing quite good on that.
Oh.
We've actually increased the bandwidth for the entire university from 1 gig to 10 gig. For those of you that are geeks and understand what that really means. Dr. Hanbury is correct. Probably 3 years ago, if you were designing a classroom or if you were designing whatever, a dorm, you'd have designed it for 30% saturation. That means if you had 100 students, you're assuming that 30 of them will have wireless devices. Absolutely incorrect today. Today we're designing every single location we have for 300% saturation. And for the most part, we've covered most of the campuses. Some places are actually designing for more than that. And I think one of the things you did bring up, which is very near and dear to my heart, are the dorms. And we're upgrading the dorms as we speak. We'll have all of those done, hopefully by the end of this month. So what I am it's a real good job. So places where we have holes, if you will, where the coverage is not really, really good, we're trying to patch those as we go along. But we think we have all of the university, for the most part now, we can have a 200, sometimes, most of the time, 300% saturation. As Dr. Hanbury said, I have been in classes where I've seen students on the left hand, they'll have an iPad, in the middle they'll have an iMac, and on the right hand side they'll have an iPhone, and using all three. So that would not have happened 2 years ago. So today, that is the world that we're in. And actually, you guys are the ones that are driving the technology for us.
How many of you have seen some improvements? Oh, okay. Well, does that answer your question, Chris?
It does, sir. Thank you, and thank you for putting forward the effort to fix it so quickly. We definitely appreciate it.
Some other